And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Today's satellite imagery showing some clouds leaving the Arctic coast up there, and a lot of disorganized clouds coming up into the central and southwest interior, mid and high level clouds spilling into south central Alaska. Main system down here affecting the eastern Aleutians and Alaska Peninsula. Another weaker system out here, as you'll see, moving mostly due north there. This high pressure holds over the interior northwest Canada, out in the Gulf of Alaska. As you can see, clear skies today along the southeast coast, North Gulf Coast as well, into the Kenai Peninsula. And on the chart, high pressure responsible for those clear skies, dry conditions, light winds here all across southern Alaska to Kodiak Island, Bristol Bay, even on out to the southwest coast. And then clouds up here kicked off a few isolated rain or snow showers up over the north central interior areas. Otherwise, gusty winds along the Arctic coast today, slowly diminishing, but still gusting anywhere from 25 to as high as maybe 40 miles an hour. And breezy conditions here along the southeast coast in the channeled areas. Eldred Rock seeing winds gust to 40 miles an hour. Otherwise, a lot of sunshine down there. And temperatures on the cool side, mostly in the 30s in the afternoon hours. And then the system out to the west here, a very weak front bringing some rain into Adak and Atka. And this system down to the south, bringing rain and gusty winds into the eastern Aleutians and just wind into the Alaska Peninsula. For tonight, some of that moisture will finally spread into the western Alaska Peninsula, but it'll be on the light side. Light rain continues for the eastern Aleutians, westward to about Atka, as this front edges eastward, should end at Adak. Otherwise dry, eastern Bering Sea northward, maybe some isolated showers with that trough cutting through the Bering Strait. Dry over the interior, most of the clouds here over the western part of the state down in toward Bristol Bay, and most of clear skies from the north slope over the central interior on into Canada, down into the Gulf of Alaska. It stays dry over the southeast coast. Less gradient now, so lighter winds. And for tomorrow, winds pick up a little bit here over the northern southeast coast. The gradient tightens a little bit more, but about no change here other than that over the entire Panhandle, Gulf of Alaska, central eastern interior dry from the Arctic coast all the way down to the North Gulf Coast. Kodiak Island may pick up a few clouds. Variably cloudy here over the southwest part of the state. This system trying to push eastward, a little bit of light rain might push into Nunivak Island. Weak trough up here could kick off a few isolated showers there. Noatak Valley, northwest coastal areas, western Brooks Range. Dry for the remainder of the Arctic coast and windy conditions with rain for the Alaska Peninsula and just rain, drizzle, and fog for the eastern Aleutians. Outlook for Thursday. Good southeast flow here could bring probably gusts maybe 25 to 40 miles an hour, strongest around Cold Bay, with periods of rain, light rain or drizzle here, mainly along and on the south side of the peninsula. And rain, fog, and drizzle, warm front type weather here for the eastern Aleutians right on up to the Pribilofs, with rain extending northward now and spilling into Norton Sound, rain and snow for the Seward Peninsula into the northwest interior. And a couple of troughs here will bring some light snow to the central and western Arctic coast, maybe just flurries off to the east side. High pressure keeps it dry over the area south of the Brooks Range, but there'll be some clouds up in this area. A lot of sunshine, clear skies in the afternoon here across southern Alaska, again into the Gulf. Really storm-free there again, or storm-free period continues out here over the Northeast Pacific. And light winds, clear skies for the southeast coast. Lows down that way tomorrow morning in the 20s to lower 30s. 0 to 10 here over the eastern interior and right around 10 to 15 central interior, warming into the 20s as you head west, and then mid-30s out toward St. Lawrence Island. Pribilof southward in the 40s, upper 20s Bristol Bay, and 15 to 25 south central Alaska. Highs tomorrow, lower 30s for the central Arctic coastal areas to mid to upper 20s on the east side, and in the 20s over the central interior, 30 to 35 as you head west, and then near 40 for St. Lawrence Island, 47 for St. Paul, and upper 40s, lower 50s, Alaska Peninsula, Aleutians, upper 40s for Kodiak Island with sunshine, and upper 40s for the Panhandle, cooler in the north. Lows Thursday morning down to 10 over the eastern part of the state. Single numbers are 5 to 15 for the Brooks Range here. 5 to 15 also for the Arctic coast, warming to the 20s on the west side, and upper 30s to upper 20s to mid 30s for the Panhandle. And for highs, lower 50s, 51 at Unalaska, and also lower 50s there, Prince of Wales Island, Craig, Klawock, up to the north, mostly in the 40s. Upper 30s to lower 40s, south central Alaska, north of the mountains, though, in the 20s to lower 30s. Same thing for the Copper River Basin, 20s to lower 30s for the Arctic coast. Out to the west, temperatures range from 38 here for St. Lawrence Island, mid to upper 40s for the Bering Sea and the Aleutians.